welcome to the International Show, sponsored by Star Central and presented by the gentleman of country radio, Mark Eckel, with Australia's First Lady of Song, Shaza Leigh.
And welcome everyone to the International Show. Mark Eckel behind the microphone. I'd like to welcome my dear friend and co-host, Shaza Leigh from Tamworth.
Good morning, Mark, and good morning to all our listeners. It's lovely to have our program back together from the studios.
Yes, it certainly is, Shaza. Really nice to know that you're home and safe, because lots of terrible things happening on the roads up there in Queensland and throughout Australia. We just hope people travel safely, but it's lovely to have you home because you've done so many kilometres.
Yeah, look, we've done over 10,000 kilometres in 40 days. It was a mammoth trek. And look, honestly, I have to say Australian roads really are in disrepair. So it's not surprising there's so many accidents. But aside from that, Australia is just a magnificent country, and it was just so lovely to be back out there again.
Yes, it certainly is. And I've just been down to Canberra myself and to the local governments of Australia meeting there. And they're all saying the same thing. And there's supposed to be $1 billion in the budget this year for black spot funding. So let's hope it goes to the right areas, to those people out in the regional Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, it was just magnificent to be out amongst the people, and we caught up with friends that we haven't seen for many, many years. We had people flying over from Western Australia to join the tour. They drove down from the Gulf to Townsville. There was just some really beautiful things that happened, and we had a lovely tour, but it's great to be back at LBS Music Land in Tamworth and back to normal, Mark.
Yes, and people are starting to ask about Tamworth next year in the festival, and if LBS will be putting up another show.
Yes, LBS is currently, now that we're back and thinking forward, we're going to be working out what we're going to put together for Tamworth, and we think it's time that we revamped what we put in Tamworth, and so we will work that out in the next few weeks, and then you and I can reveal it on our show. Yes,
because there's just so much material coming through from Star Central, and I suppose we should be getting into the songs straight away, because I tell you what, it's been a rush since you've been away, I can tell you.
Yeah, it's been lovely though that there's so much new music coming out, and there's great artists that we're unearthing through Star Central, and that's the beautiful part of what you and I and Peg are doing, is actually being able to promote this wonderful talent. And
Carol Chaney was one of those that put her new song out on the road, and it was very well received, wasn't it?
It was going well on the show, and it's being received on radio around the world too. Carol's a wonderful entertainer, and her new single is fantastic. So we might kick off this morning with that one.
That's a good suggestion, and here we go with the fabulous Carol Chaney.
My first glass of whiskey, wondering where I went wrong. How I wish he was still right here with me. I long to hear those old country songs, like old Hank when it sing about lonesome, and Hank about misery and gin. If the jukebox would play Patsy's Crazy, this new heartache begin. Closing time. Oh, I wonder if he's having trouble sleeping, and if those songs keep on running through his mind like crazy hours and old 11. Lovesick blues went together again. Why, baby, why must you and I fall to pieces? It's time to let this new heartache begin. Why, baby, why must you and I fall to pieces? It's time to let this new heartache begin.
Yes, I think I'll send that out to Eddie, because he just loves that, one of our loyal listeners over there in South Australia. And Carol hasn't just got a lovely voice, she has a beautiful soul, that lady, hasn't she, Shaza?
Yeah, she has, and we really enjoyed having her on tour with us. That song that she did the cover of was a Vince Gill song, and she performed that on stage, and it was so well received by our audiences. She went over very well.
And also Rick Ferre played some beautiful instruments behind that song whilst she was on tour, so we're going to have a special play from Rick later on in the program as well.
Yeah, he's a very talented man. He's actually in Bangkok at the moment, and he may be listening to over there. And when he gets back, he's coming up to Tamworth. We're going to work on some harmonies and a show we want to put together. And also he's going to be doing a little bit of recording for us.
Oh, fantastic. All right, now I want to talk about our Irish listeners and entertainers, because, gee whiz, we're getting a flood at the moment. And two in particular, and I'll head off with the first one, Billy McFarland, because I've known Billy for a long time, and he only recently celebrated 70 years in the industry. So
I actually got to read his bio, and he's an absolute superstar and legend in Ireland, and it was wonderful for me to become more connected with his music and him as a person and what he has contributed to the Irish country music industry. He's also a really wonderful trumpet player and augments that into his music. So it's been an absolute honour for us to release a single through Star Central for Billy.
Yeah, it truly is. And the other issue is too, when you're dealing with people of a senior ilk, you get the issue that the technical issues around putting their stuff to air, they need a hand, and I'm just so grateful, Shaza, that you and Peggy can give your expertise to these people that might find it difficult on the technical side of sending songs and bios and material through. So thank you very much for that. And Julie, of course, over there in Ireland, that assisted Billy in that.
Yeah, Julie Healy. She's a radio announcer over there and makes a significant contribution to Irish country music in her own right. And she was very helpful in getting us to pull everything together for Billy. So the single has just been released. And we think that he's going to gain a whole heap of new fans around the world from this new single.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I was just speaking to Julie this morning, and it's done very well on the charts over there in Ireland. So here it is, folks. You're So My Kind of Perfect. Love that title too.
You're so my kind of perfect. I'm thinking lucky me. You're as pretty as a picture in an A-list magazine. I can see us last forever, so I'm hoping now you're mine. You're so my kind of perfect. Forever take your time. The first time that I saw you was my last long lonely day. Like a vision heaven sent me to steal my heart away. And all that I can do is count the hours until we meet. Then you say hi and me oh my, 'cause my heart skips a beat. You're so my kind of perfect. I'm thinking lucky me. You're as pretty as a picture in an A-list magazine. I can see us last forever, so I'm hoping now you're mine. You're so my kind of perfect. Forever take your time. And now I've found the reason why the sun comes up each day. 'Cause you'll be there to greet it and chase the clouds away. They call it love at first sight. Well, I guess it must be true. 'Cause the day my world began was when I first set eyes on you. You're so my kind of perfect. I'm thinking lucky me. You're as pretty as a picture in an A-list magazine. I can see us last forever, so I'm hoping now you're mine. You're so my kind of perfect. Forever take your time. You're so my kind of perfect. Forever take your time.
Yes, a delightful man and a delightful singer, Billy McFarland, and as Shaza indicated, a wonderful instrumentalist too. And we'll be hearing plenty of Billy McFarland because what I like to do too, Shaza, when artists release their music, I like to play their other music so people get a real feel for the artist.
Yes, most definitely. Because one song only gives you one dimension on an artist. And if you get to hear a cross-section of their music, you do get a far greater insight into where they sit musically and personally.
Yeah, dead right. And you've picked up on a fabulous line there because I want you to just listen to this next Irish artist that we'll be promoting through Star Central, because he has so many dimensions to his music, it's unreal. His name is Shaun Connery, Shaza. I fell in love with his music whilst you were on the road and contacted him and said, I'd love to promote this track down under and worldwide. And finally, he agreed. So I'm just so pleased to be able to play this and so you can hear it.
Look forward to it. I noticed that the file was in our computer this morning before I went on air. Haven't had a chance to listen to it, but most excited to be unveiling one of our new tracks before they even hit the airwaves around the world.
I'm glad you can trust me, Shaza.
Always, Mark, always.
All right, this is it. And this is another beautiful title. Once the roses fade and the candles burn out, and it's got a beautiful lyric behind this song, so please listen closely.
I can see the children lost inside a storm, while mother's voice the cause of their concerns. Another child has lost dear life, another family shattered, and each time we just lay our flowers and watch our candles burn. Why, Lord, must we lose our precious children while we sing your hymn of praise? How great thou art! It's been a long time since we've heard the rolling thunder, and lately there's just lightning in our hearts. I'm praying that you'll send a sign from heaven as we're drowning here beneath the sea of doubt. Please, Lord, give our children their tomorrows. Once the roses fade and the candles burn out, people should remember all across this world that every child is sacred when they're born. Always share with them your love and cherish their existence, and from the dark of helplessness embrace a brand new dawn. Well, Lord, must we lose our precious children while we sing your hymn of praise? How great thou art! Been a long time since we've heard the rolling thunder, and lately there's just lightning in our hearts. I'm praying that you'll send a sign from heaven as we're drowning here beneath the sea of doubt. Please, Lord, give our children
What did you think of that, Shaza?
Outstanding vocal, isn't it?
Unbelievable, and the lyrics are beautiful. I don't know how well it will do internationally because it goes for 6 minutes and 22 seconds, so it might need a radio edit, but I never get sick of it, so if I'm any indication to any of the DJs out there, they mightn't need it, but it's very rare that you get a song that long these days. All right, so we're going to go to Dianne Coombes now, and Dianne's had this out for a little while, and it's still a very, very hot play here on Oz Country Music Radio. So, Shaza, I'm going to go with Dianne Coombes and Start Where You Are.
The best time to plant an oak tree is 50 years ago. The next best time to plant one is today. It's gonna take a lot of sunshine and rain to make it grow before you sit cross-legged in the shade. Start where you are, use what you have. A guitar ain't a shovel, but you can sure enough dig with that. They say you'll never work a day if you take life by the heart. You don't have to see the end right from the start. Start where you are. Dreams are made in the garden. They start with just one seed. With a little love and patience, they might thrive. If you show up every day, keep the faith and pull the weeds, the shoots will spike and the dreams will come alive. Start where you are, use what you have. A guitar ain't a shovel, but you can sure enough dig with that. They say you'll never work a day if you take life by the heart. You don't have to see the end right from the start. Start where you are. Don't give up, just keep on going. You're right where you need to be. Start where you are, use what you have. A guitar ain't a shovel, but you can sure enough dig with that. Say you'll never work a day if you take life by the heart. You don't have to see the end right from the start. Taking one step at a time will get you far. Start where you are.
Dianne Coombes and Start Where You Are. A really good song, and a song that's sticking around, Shaza.
Yeah, it's a fantastic track, and Dianne is an outstanding vocalist, and we were really pleased to see her come up in the finalists of the most popular female vocal for the Independent Country Music Awards to be launched and released in Tamworth during the festival. And so Dianne's up for voting in that, and we wish her every success.
Absolutely, we do, and I can't wait for another follow-up from Dianne, because I love her voice. It's just terrific. Now,
Me too.
Now, somebody I want to talk about is Cathy Dobson, because, to say that I love this is not really hitting the spot. I adore this song. I just think this is the greatest song. It's Cathy Dobson and Everybody Knows. Now, when I introduce this song, Shaza, I do it like this. This is Cathy Dobson and Everybody Knows. Mabel likes a drink. Because it's a story about Sundowner Drive. Now, as you know, that Cathy released Sundowner Drive with us, the album, and it's a concept album, and I had Cathy in the studio here with me on a visit a couple of months ago, and she explained that everything that happens, so Sundowner Drive is a street, so every song depicts a resident or an incident that happened in the street, and this is about Mabel. And everybody knows Mabel likes a drink. So here it is.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Mabel likes a drink. Yellow bins are full to the brim, tinkling as she grips them with her nicotine fingertips. Tatty-tabby cat trails behind. He knows what she was doing last night. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Mabel likes a drink. Mabel lives at 122, like to share a right-wing twisted point of view. She'll bear you up, give you garden tips, then you're on the porch having a sip. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Mabel likes a drink. She makes her brew in the garden shed, tells you each bottle only cost her 70 cents. She drinks tea till it's 5 round here, then fills her cup up with beer. Everybody knows. Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Mabel likes a drink. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Mabel likes a drink. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Mabel likes a drink. Yeah. She likes gin and she likes wine. She likes beer every single time. She likes anything alcohol. Mabel likes a drink, yeah. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Mabel likes a drink.
And that's the fabulous Cathy Dobson. She's a legend, isn't she, Shaza?
Oh, totally. Cathy's been renowned in Australia for a long time, and she's had a whole string of music released during her career, and a well-received live act too. Cathy's just well-loved.
Absolutely. All right, well, we've got two songs that I've got to get around because we've got the fabulous Don Allen coming up. So the first one's going to be Anne Fraser, Uncle John's Guitar, which is proving very popular on the charts for Anne. And also just to announce, just to give you a little bit of an insight, that she's got another duet coming up. And I'm very excited about that, so stay tuned. Here it comes, Anne Fraser and Uncle John's Guitar.
For as long as I remember, sitting by the fire, Uncle John was strumming on an aria guitar. Friday night with high beam lights on those metal roads, and I can see the potholes as the moonlight softly glows. Now the winter rain is falling on the old tin roof. Golden were those melodies I heard in my youth. Songs were sang from Johnny Cash and Slim Dusty too. Forever play inside my heart, no matter what I do. Down Sisters Road, where the sun hardly showed, an old house made of limestone sat under southern clouds. We sat around the lounge and sang along to country sounds on a Friday night with Uncle John's guitar. I sat and watched his fingers run on the old 12-string. It wasn't Jimi Hendrix, but he could make it sing. The firelight made that guitar glow, a deep mahogany. The tone rang out like warm whiskey in a minor key. Down Sisters Road, where the sun hardly showed, an old house made of limestone sat under southern clouds. We sat around the lounge and sang along to country sounds on a Friday night with Uncle John's guitar. Down Sisters Road, where the sun hardly showed, an old house made of limestone sat under southern clouds. We sat around the lounge and sang along to country sounds on a Friday night with Uncle John's guitar. On a Friday night with Uncle John's guitar.
Yes, Anne Fraser, Uncle John's Guitar, and we just love Anne Fraser here at Star Central, don't we, Shaza?
Oh, we do. Anne's just beautiful, and she's a friend of ours. And she's just been back in the studio recording again. She's just one of those artists that writes great songs, goes in and records them, and then releases them to radio. So she really has the cycle working well for her as an artist.
And hopefully she'll keep a place for us at Tamworth next year, because we love to have her on stage too.
Oh, totally. And she's just doing a new single with Greg Champion.
I know.
Has been around for a long time, and he's a great artist in his own right. Was actually signed to ABC earlier in his career.
Yep.
And the coupling of those two, I'm really excited to hear that track.
Yeah, so am I, and I've been a long time friend as well. All right, we're going to go out and welcome my dear friend Don Allen after this, but we've got to go out with Sandy Summers and Hell of a Highway, and this has been hell of a song for her. It's up in the top 10 now, Australia-wide.
Yeah, Sandy's just carving it up all over the world. And I've got to say, every playlist that comes across our desk, we're just seeing Sandy being played all over the world. So she's doing amazing things. Her songs are gaining great traction. And she's another one that just continually goes in, puts out a great song and markets it properly. And she's really got that routine happening for her career. And there's no stopping her at the moment. She's just killing it.
Yep, fantastic. All right, thank you very much, Shaza, for joining us today. And this, of course, will be on YouTube, won't it, into the future?
Yes, it will be.
Thank you. And we'll catch up next time.
Excellent, Mark. Thanks for a great show.
Bye, Shaza. And here is the fabulous Sandy Summers.
Front is where I'm gonna get. I'll level with you near a glide along beside, motor thumping like an 80s band. You could be a Hemsworth, Peter Cruz, fast action movie man. Well, how's this hell of a highway feeling for you now? I got my window pulled down and the breeze is blowing my hair down. Try to concentrate, don't wanna do no do-si-do. I love this hell of a highway bringing me home. Well, I pulled in to get some gas, popped the bonnet in a flash, topping up that Washington. Heat coming off of her, teasing up my fancy skirt. She wants to get rolling again. Drop her keys on the ground, fumble, then I look around, glasses clutched in my hand. Well, who'd have known it's tailgate reflective tape, action man. Well, how's this hell of a highway feeling for you now? You got your window pulled down, I can see you checking me out. You better keep your eyes straight, really try to concentrate, don't wanna do no do-si-do. I love this hell of a highway bringing me home. Well, how's this hell of a highway feeling for you now? I got my window pulled down and the breeze is blowing my hair back. Yeah, better keep my eyes straight, really try to concentrate, don't wanna do no do-si-do. I love this hell of a highway bringing me home. Yeah, I love this hell of a highway bringing me home.
Yes, that's the fabulous Sandy Summers, and as Shaza rightfully said, she's killing it worldwide, and why not with material like that. You are tuned into the International Show, and the International Show is heard on www.ozcountrymusicradio.com, Oz Radio Gold, and simulcasting on Allied International Radio. And this will be up as a podcast for all our wonderful listeners and fans of the artists. Talking about the artists, this gentleman goes back quite a few years with me. I always appreciated Don, whether he's working on stage or actually recording. He's a fabulous gentleman, and his name is Don Allen. And welcome him to International Radio. Hello, Don.
Hey, Mark, such a pleasure to be here, mate.
Well, mate, it's always a pleasure to have you on, and I think things are going pretty well for you at the moment, Don.
They certainly are. It's starting to pick up now, Mark. As you know, in previous years, I've had my own business, which I've now sold, and I'm able to spend now a lot more time back into music and really loving it. And time I'm having to sit down now and write stuff, which I'm getting that vibe back again to write my own songs, which is great. So, I can't wait for the next 10 years, Mark, that's for sure.
I love to hear that, Don. And the other thing you like doing too, you like travelling over to Nashville and go. You have plenty of friends and fans over there too, Don.
We sure do. It's great. I just love getting over there, and we're hoping that will be next year. Now, I'll definitely put some stuff. The Josie Awards over there for next year, and we'll make a point of getting over there and doing some stuff, because I did have before pre-COVID, I had shows and stuff all lined up, and of course had to cancel those. But
yes.
We'll pick those up again.
And you've had quite a bit of success with your songs at the Josie Awards over the years, getting into the play, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Yes, I've been involved with the Josie Awards from the first concept, the first time, and got into the finals and but never had a chance of being up on stage and picking a trophy up, But you always hope and pray that one day it'll happen,
Yeah, well, you've got to get your music out there, and that certainly does that for you over there in America. And here in Australia, you're getting plenty of play, particularly with this song that we're going to talk about right now, Don. It's called Suzanne. Tell us what motivated you to write this one, mate.
Well, mate, I'd love to say that I did write it, Mark, but I didn't write it.
Oh, okay.
No, this was a friend of mine, Mr. Graham Thompson, who's a great musician in his own right, and he gave me a CD that he put it out on a CD that they were selling at their gigs, at their band gigs, and there's this one and another song that I said, hey, they were great songs. I'd love to pick it up and do something with them, and so they were in. And fully agreeable to go ahead, just do it, So that's where that's come from, mate. Yeah, as I say, I'd love to put my name to it, but I can't.
But that's bad luck. But when you said that you were writing songs, I thought this might have been one of them.
No, unfortunately it's not, but I've got some doozies coming up, don't you worry.
Okay, good. I can't wait to hear them. So tell us a little bit more about Graham. What's his surname again, and where does he live?
Thompson, Graham Thompson, and he's in a band up here that he's a Kiwi, actually, another Kiwi, great artist and a singer. And they're the band called Buddy Love up here, and they do a lot of rock and roll, the old-time rock and roll shows and stuff for the oldies,
Yeah. Okay, that's terrific. And do you work with the band at all, Don, at times?
I have, mate. I have, yeah, but not. I'm doing at the moment. I'm doing my own shows using backing tracks, which is unusual, but that's what I'm doing now at the moment. Just to get out there and get back out into it, Mark, because as you know. Venues are not real keen on paying too much money these days,
Well, that's it, Don. And back in the old days, when we had morning melodies happening more often, and morning shows and afternoon shows during the week, that doesn't happen anymore. They're more likely just to have shows on weekends, aren't they?
That's right, exactly. Yeah. So, but anyway, sort of getting back to Suzanne, I took the song and gave it to the company called Big Note Productions, which I've recorded with before, and they just do such a great job. And they have us to it, so hell yeah, we can do something with this one, So just the two of them in the studio, and they're the guy that the producer, he's does all the instrumental work on this particular song.
Okay.
Does a lot.
Okay.
And and then his partner in crime does the harmony vocals and stuff. So I'm very lucky to have them.
Well, it's very popular on our playlist, Don, and I hope it does well for you on the charts.
Yeah, mate, we sure are looking that hopefully it will. It'll do something for me. And then we've got another great song coming up, my next release, which, it's, and I think I told you it is a cover. I have this cover coming up that we're doing, and you'll know the song when you hear it.
Great.
We are so wrapped with our production, yeah.
Okay, fantastic, Don. Always fabulous talking to you, and just keep the music coming. And I know Linny is doing a great job marketing you behind the scenes and getting you out into the marketplace. So important.
Yeah, she is. She's doing a great job, Miguel. And so I just want to thank the listeners out there, Mark. Thank you so much for listening to the songs number 1, requesting the songs number 2, and just give all my love out to you guys and to you, Mark, and of course Nigel down there and the rest of the gang. So good, man. Thank you so much.
Now, where do people go to download your material, Don?
Mate, they can go anywhere they like on any of the platforms. It's all there, all ready to be downloaded. Yep.
Fantastic. All right, folks. Well, this is it. This is the song that's doing so well for Don Allen, not only here in Australia, but on international platforms as well. It's called Suzanne. So you requested at your favourite radio station. And Don, we'll catch up with your next song a little bit later on.
Good on you, Mark. Thank you so much once again.
All the best, buddy. Here it is. This is Suzanne.
Available to radio stations around the world.
Please, 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 Suzanne. You know I love you. I want to be your man. Now don't you tease, 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 even though you can. Come on, please, 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 Suzanne. I took you to a party on Saturday night.
I was feeling oh so right.
I couldn't stop thinking about holding you tight. We were alone and I was ready to go.
Ready to go.
Then yes, turned into no. I said, please, 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 Suzanne.
Oh, Suzanne.
Let me love you. Let me be your man. But don't you tease, 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 even though you can. Come on, please, 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 Suzanne. All right. It was love at first sight. I never knew anything feeling so right. You say our love it was meant to be, but Suzanne, hey, you're still holding out on me. I said, please, 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 Suzanne.
Ooh, what's your plan, my man?
You know I want you. I want to be your man.
I know you want to be my man.
And don't you tease, 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 even though you can.
You gotta step up to be my man.
Come on, please, please, please.
No.
Now don't you tease, tease, tease. I'm on my knees, Suzanne.
That's the great John Allen.
Thanks you for listening to another great artist.
And you can download that, as Don expressed, on all the platforms. Okay, folks, we're going to go out with the fabulous Levi Coby doing great things around Australia. Number one here on the Hot Tracks. And we hope that it does very, very well down there at Tiger. I'm sure it will. Levi Coby and Southern Girl will catch up with you next week at the same time.
That night at Cowboys, a little bar outside of town, trying to unwind and have a little fun. It was just like some ordinary night, till she walked in with her friends like sunshine. The band started playing George Strait, Cross My Heart. I asked her for a dance and took her by the hand. There's somebody, Southern girl, she'll come along and rock your world, take your breath away, make you want every day. And she's right by your side with the moon and morning light. It will rock your world. Yeah, there's somebody, Southern girl. She's no ordinary Cinderella, no glass slippers or fancy shoes. Oh, she looks so beautiful in that dress, and those cowboy boots. Yeah, there's somebody, Southern girl, she'll come along and rock your world, take your breath away, make you want every day. When she's right by your side with the moon and morning light, it will rock your world. Yeah, there's somebody, Southern girl. Home and a dump. Yeah, with her I see it all. There's somebody, Southern girl, she'll come along and rock your world, take your breath away, and you want every day. When she's right by your side with the moon and morning light, it will rock your world. Yeah, it will rock your world. Yeah, there's somebody, Southern girl. Southern girl.
Thank you for supporting the international show with Mark Eckel and Shaza Leigh. Proudly sponsored by Star Central and produced by Butler Gilchrist Productions.